Oh, hi Labour Comms team. Given that every Labour minister goes out to face quite a hostile press, regardless of what they're saying, I don't really understand why you don't change your technique a little bit. Like Emma Reynolds hijacked this morning by GB News over at one point back in January, Keir said all these people were jumping on the far right bandwagon and now there's a national inquiry. Like, name it for what it is. People are jumping on a far right bandwagon. People are exploiting survivors for political gain, whereas Labour are trying to be methodical about it to ensure that everything is done proper so survivors are actually put, front and centre in these discussions. So it's okay to name it, because this idea that you've backtracked and it wasn't people jumping on a bandwagon is demonstrably untrue. And for goodness sake, if you're going to put somebody on Nick Ferrari, you know he is going to get into the detail of everything. And in fairness to him, so he should. But he also really enjoys the game of, I'll get into a little detail and just keep going at them, I'll keep going at them. So why aren't your ministers prepped properly? Like Emma Reynolds was a disaster on this morning because she allowed Nick to get the upper hand. She never tried to control the conversation, maybe take a leaf out of Reform's book, because of course what they do, as the press try to badger them, they completely change the subject. They talk about the same old shit that they always talk about, which limits the time that the press have got to actually ask them real questions. Now, admittedly, the press tend to give Reform a little bit more time in order to do that, whereas they interrupt Labour ministers. But truly, this was a terrible interview. Emma Reynolds deserves to have people take the piss out of her for it. And also, because both things can be true, I feel desperately sorry for Emma Reynolds, who must have gone out of that studio devastated and quickly on the phone to whoever it is that gets her ready for these meetings going, yeah, to be fair, it didn't go very well. But Labour Comms, you have to do better. You need to be prepping people better. You need to be addressing the issues head on. And if you don't mind me saying, when I'm here, sort out your social media, because you have to be a lot quicker with your responses to shut up all this bollocks that's going on online. Anyway, glad to have helped, as you were.